Hi, I'm Danny Ecker with the Chicago Business Today Midday Report. The results are in from an audit of the College Illinois prepaid tuition program by Illinois Auditor General William Holland, and we now have more details on moves made by the past ISAC regime. Among the missteps by College Illinois were conflicts of interest in their investments and changing of criteria for how to invest participants' money. I'm joined now by the man who spotlighted the ISAC issues in the first place last year, Crain senior reporter Steve Daniels. Steve, this audit echoed part of your ISAC investigation last year, but you wrote today about one specific detail that was brought up in the audit. What was that?
Yeah, an interesting investment that surfaced in the audit report in the wake of, people might recall that ISAC had invested in Shore Bank, the community bank that failed and lost all of a $13 million investment. It was really what led to the investigation of ISAC in the first place, was that failure. Well, it turns out that only a few months after that, they invested another $14 million in a startup luxury hybrid automaker, Fisker Automotive, which that investment currently is still in the College Illinois portfolio, actually performing well despite some issues that Fisker has had with a really bad Consumer Reports review that came out just a few months ago. But nonetheless, at least a questionable investment for a college tuition fund.
Right, and obviously, like we said, that these were sort of from the past ISAC regime. Now there's been a turnover in the leadership. What other specifics maybe did the audit offer, and maybe how might that affect the reconstruction of ISAC moving forward?
Well, the current regime of ISAC basically agreed with everything in the audit and said that they will be voting on a package of changes in June to reflect a lot of those recommendations. Among them will be a recommendation to no longer make direct private equity investments along the lines of Shore Bank or along the lines of the Fisker Automotive, which their own investment committee now notes is a less than ideal situation, but doesn't think that they ought to be trying to sell off those shares at what potentially could be a hit. So for now, at least they're committed to continuing on in that investment, which may work out in the long run.
And where do we stand right now? How much of a sense of urgency is there to get ISAC going again, accepting more participants' investments?
Right. Well, as people might recall, they halted contract sales for the prepaid tuition plan last year. That ban still is in place. They're looking to basically reform how the program works to inject more confidence from contract holders in it and then resume sales. Exactly when that is going to occur and what those reforms might be, that's off in the future.
Right, maybe a long road ahead for ISAC.
I think so.
Thanks, Steve.